Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Decrypto with the Laserdrive expansion. Decrypto is a game published by Scorpion Mask. Plays 3 to 8 players, or as many people as you want to play on 2 teams. In 30 plus minutes. Designed by, I'm going to butcher this name, Thomas Dagenet L'Esperant. I'm sorry, I'm not great with that, with basically any words. And the expansion is actually designed by Thomas or Tomas as well. And it is 4 to 8 players. So basically, you don't want to play this in a 3-player game, which don't play this game in 3 players. We'll get back to that. What you're doing in this game is you are basically trying to crack a code. You're going to be, I don't even know what the theme is. It's not really in the book. But you are like a team of spies, and you're trying to decode these messages so only your team can figure it out. So think like Enigma machine from World War II. That's kind of what we're doing here. We want to make codes for our team to guess, but we don't want them to be too obvious so they can get cracked and intercepted by the other team. That's the gist of the game. Now, I don't really know what else to say, so let's just go on the table, check it out. Alright, so here's a game of Decrypto and the expansion Laserdisc, basically all set up. Now, normally when this is set up, one team, this has some legs, one team will be sitting like this, the other team will be using the white one sitting like this. But just to show you how this game works, I'm going to leave it like this, okay? So notice one team will be able to see this, one team will be able to see this, they will not be able to see each other's boards, okay? So that's the only thing different that we're going to be doing here that will not be in a regular game. Then whoever has the black board will get the black codes, whoever has the white board gets the white codes. Each player will get a piece of sheet of paper, each team. So this will be the white, on the back will be the black. I'll try to use both just so you can see kind of how it works. And then we'll have some interception tokens, miscommunication tokens, some Laserdisc tokens, and extra cards that we will be able to use if we want to play more rounds, okay? Now, how does this game work? The way this game works is, on your team, somebody is going to be the clue giver. I'm not sure the actual term, but they're going to look at this code here. So say it's this. Only the clue giver is going to see this, so keep this in mind. Not the whole team will see this. So what I want to do here is I want to write down clues on my paper to explain word number 2, which I don't know how well you can see that. Word number 2 is microscope. Word number 3 is Russia. And word number 1 is cardboard. And I want my team to guess those in that order. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go ahead and write these down. So again, I'm going to try to be clues that are not super obvious, but also not so obtuse that my team can't get it. Because if we get our code wrong, we get a miscommunication token. But if we're too obvious and the other team guesses our code based on our clues, they get an interception token, 2 of those, and you win. 2 miscommunication tokens, and you lose. But with the Laserdisc expansion, or Laserdrive expansion, before you do this, you're going to flip one of these cards. One of your clues has to be to relate to this category here. If you make all 3 of your clues relate to this category, you get a Laserdisc token. If you get 2 Laserdisc tokens, you can try to guess the opponent's word, and that will help you get an interception token. All right? But you have to at least do 1, otherwise you get a miscommunication, and that's bad. So let's see. I have to make number 2 microscope. So let's do scientist. So we'll do scientist. Oh shoot, it should be on black. So this will be the black team. So they're going to do scientist. And then I need to do 3. That's Russia. Let's do Impaler. Vladimir Putin. Vlad, the Impaler. I don't know why I was about to write item, but Impaler. And then 1 will be cardboard. And I'm going to put paper. Okay. Ooh, one of these has to be an animal. Ooh, hang on. So let's move that one. Russia. A Russian animal. All right, let's rethink this. I forgot about the laser drive thing. So microscope. We will do an animal. I don't know if a germ is an animal, but yeah, we'll stick with scientist for that. Scientist. And then we have 3, which is Russia. We will do, what's 1? Cardboard. Ooh, man, I'm just going to take the miscommunication token because this is too hard. So Russia, we'll stick with impaler. Let's go with the normal clues I was going to go. And then 1 will be cardboard. We'll do box. All right, so I'm going to get a miscommunication token because immediately after this, if you don't make that, so I take one of these. 2 of these, you lose the round, okay? Now my team is going to look at this and they're going to try to guess the clue. So they'll look at scientist and then think which one of these goes with scientist. So let's say they do all that and they guess it right. So they'll do 2, 3, 1. I verify. I write the actual number down. All right. Then what's going to happen is the white team is going to be doing the same thing. And then what's going to happen is we're going to give the white team our clues and the number that those clues are associated with. So we'll go ahead and cross this off. So they're going to get, so for 2, they're going to get scientist. It's hard to write sideways, sorry. For 3, they'll get impaler. And for 1, they will get box. And they know that's the exact code, okay? Then they're going to do the same for us. And we'll keep going. Then moving on to round 2, we're going to do the same thing. But this time, instead of giving the other team the words and the numbers that they're associated with, we're only going to give the words. So let's go ahead and I'll do that again. So next person on our team is going to flip and they have to describe these. And remember, everything we're doing here, the white team is going to be doing as well. Okay, but I'm just showing you the black. So we need to describe 314, and the new laser drive category is a historical figure that's deceased. Okay. So 3, 4, and 1. There's probably somebody from Russia that okay, yes. So let's do this. We will do, so 3, we're going to do linen. I think that's how you spell it. I'm not sure. Historical figure that's deceased, so we made that criteria because I can't miss again or we lose. 1 is cardboard. Let's do, I don't want to do tree because that could be root. Let's do game. And then the last one is 4. That's root. We'll do vein. Let's do a vein. Because the root's kind of like the vein of a plant. Okay. So then I pass this to my team. They're going to guess, say they guess correctly because I don't want them to get it wrong. So they'll say 314. I will verify that is correct. All right. Again, white team's doing the same thing. They had a historical figure. I had a historical figure, linen. But we don't get a laser token because we didn't use all 3 of the clues in that because that's rough. Then what we're going to do is we're going to give them our clues. So we're going to give them linen, game, and vein. Okay, so what I like to do down here is I like to write the words linen, game, I spelled linen wrong, sorry, and vein. Okay, now what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to put these words in the category that they think they go to. So they'll say, okay, so we know impaler is number 3, scientist is number 2, and box is number 1. So maybe we'll say game goes to number 1. So let's do that. We'll put game here. And then vein, that doesn't make sense with any of those, so they'll put vein there. And then they'll do linen, we'll put linen here. because it makes sense that that's a person, okay? So then what they're going to do is they're going to give us the code. So they will say, it needs to go in this order. So linen, game, and vein. So they'll have to go 2, 1, 4 is what they're going to say. And we're going to look down here and we're going to say, no, our code was 314. So now they know that game, or that linen, goes here, but everything else is correct. So game goes with box, vein goes with 4, and they can cross these off. And now if they were right, they would have gotten one of these tokens here. They got our code correctly. If they were wrong, nothing happens. If we guess theirs right, we would get a token, so on and so forth. And if anybody ever has 3 of these or 2 of these, they can cash them in, meaning they've used all 3 of their clues, went with the proper laser drive. And if you can cash those in to try to guess a specific word. So if we really think we knew a word, we can try to guess their word. That would give us a white token. Whoever gets to 2 white tokens wins. If you get 2 black tokens, you lose. If there's a tie, there's some tiebreakers in the rules. Mostly you're trying to guess words and all that kind of stuff. So that is how you play Decrypto. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Decrypto with the laser drive expansion. So let's talk about the components. So in the base game, you're going to get these 2 boards with the legs that go in here, which I didn't show you, but you have 2 boards, piles of these cards that are going to be double-sided, 2 words on each side. You can mix and match those in these slots as you see fit. I can put the blue side in here now if I want to, change up the words. So if you play a game, you just, without switching out cards, you can just use the same card over and over. So these are fantastic. I love this old school thing. I had it when I was a kid, like secret decoder ring type stuff. Fantastic. These cool little code cards look like an old school floppy disk. I really think that's awesome. And on the front, it's got a cool old school monitor. Dig all that. I think there's 23 or 24 or 26 different numbers for each player. The tokens are really nice. Black miscommunication. Your little screen is dead. This one, he's looking through the keyhole. I think that's fantastic. Whole pile of the code cards. Look at that. I played this game a ton of times. Still haven't gone through any of these. A timer in case you don't want the game to, you want to speed through it. People are taking too long. All that kind of stuff. Tons of sheets. 2-sided. Probably want to get some laminated if you're playing it a lot, because we've already used a decent chunk of ours, so just laminate that. And then laser drive is just going to come with a pile of these laser drive cards. They're going to have the theme on the other side, which I showed you a couple, that you have to at least have one of your clues match. If you can make all 3 of them match, you get a token. So simple stuff, and then tokens. That's it. It all fit in the base box. No big deal. You can play with or without this. I don't think it adds a ton to it. Makes it a little more difficult. So if you think the regular game is too basic or not complicated enough, you can throw this in. I'm not going to play with this all the time. I might play with it sometimes, but I just wanted to have it because I love this game, spoiler, and anything that makes it a little more interesting, a little deeper, I'm down for. So those are the components. Let's talk about the game. We played this game with our friends in the Board Game Rundown when we went and visited them, a couple months back. And I didn't know what to think of it. When we were being taught the game, the very first round, it's super hard to understand because you don't really know, you can't explain it. You just basically say, hey, we're going to play through this round. You're going to write down 3 words to explain the words here in the certain code that you get. Once you do that, then we're going to tell the other, team the words and the number associated with that word. Why? No idea. We'll find out in round 2. And then once you do round 2, and you see how when you get the code, but you don't get the number, you see how it all works together, light bulb just goes off. So the easiest way to teach this game, honestly, and the rule book says that, the best way to learn the rules is to play, is to just start playing. You can give an overview like, hey, you're going to get a code. You're trying to get your team to guess words, the words on your board in that order. Okay, that's basically all you need to tell people. And then you just kind of walk through it together through round 1 and then round 2. And then once you've played through round 2, everything else makes sense. Round 1, it makes no sense. Round 2, light bulb, as Gru would say from Minions. And it just snaps. I love this game. One weekend, I think we played it like 10 times. It's so good. We played Laser Drive. Well, I technically haven't actually played Laser Drive. I just showed it in this overview. I read the rules. I know what it does. So I just wanted to show it off because I had it in the box and I just wanted to show it off. So haven't played that. I don't know if it's going to change my opinion of the game, but probably not. It's just more of a good thing and more difficult, and I like that. So this game, I can't get enough of it. It's probably my favorite party game. It's tough between this and like Cashing Guns or something like that, but this is a little bit deeper of a game, so I may lean this way. But as far as party games go, this is in my top 5, 100%. Love it. So glad we finally got a copy. Hachette sent it to us. Said it had some damage somewhere, but I've looked all over this thing and don't see any damage at all. So good on me, I guess. So I'm going to stop beating around the bush. This game gets a BGM Accept the Seal. This is going to get a 9 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.5 out of 5 wrenches. On our arbitrary wrench scale, it means absolutely nothing. But we're going to take it with the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Decrypto with the Laserdrive expansion. From Hachette Games, I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.